So guys, yesterday OM Mantra, which is ranked number 24 coin in the world, went from $6.35 all the way down to 53 cents within an hour. This is a 91% drawdown, so very scary. I feel very sorry for the holders holding that coin. But yeah, it reminds me of the Terra Luna crash. I feel like history repeats itself often. So yeah, Terra Luna was a stable coin. That was a ranked number 10 coin, so it had a much more devastating effect on the market. Obviously, this one being a rank 25, not everyone had, I didn't have any exposure to this, and I don't know any clients that had exposure to this. This was an RWA play, so I've heard of Ondo, Mantra, they're two of the biggest RWA plays I know, and so on. And I know they had big partnerships, a lot of big investors. But I did hear a few people say the charts have been looking funny. There's been recent things going on with Binance, and obviously they got listed on OKX, and so that's where the scandal was meant to have happened. So, but yeah, it's just you've got to be extremely cautious out there right now. So obviously I've seen what the Tantra team have said and so on, and they're trying to blame it on exchange and so on, but it most likely was an inside job. It always is. And I think the trust is gone now. But a few people say, oh, is it worth a swing trade now? Potentially. I mean, you could see a little relief rally and so on, but I mean, I'm not going to touch it personally. There's so many dodgy things going on in crypto right now. There's so much insider trading, so much manipulation. The game is rigged. There's still a lot of ways to make money, and I still believe there's going to be a second half of this bull run coming up soon, second half of this year and so on. But yeah, just act with caution and do not put all your net worth into one coin. Definitely diversify. And I say even now, it's made me, this cycle's made me become more of a Bitcoin maxi, or just more of a diversified person. I'm in layer ones, I'm in meme coins, AI tokens, but even after this cycle, I'm not going to have all my net worth in crypto. It's just been so up and down. It's been so. We'll be rewarded for our patience, but yeah, this cycle's been very tough, very challenging. Say 1 minute I'm up crazy amount, then I'm down and up. And I've made some nice trades along the way, but still I've round tripped a hell of a lot more than what I'd like to. So yeah, I'm reading more and more stuff on the blockchain. I'm reading more stuff on social media and so on. But again, this is just my opinion, my thoughts, but I believe it was a carefully orchestrated attack from the insiders. I don't think they got scammed by anyone. I don't think the exchanges had much. Obviously, again, exchanges do dump and buy, and obviously they do everything to profit themselves. They'll short coins, they'll long coins. You see it often with like Binance Perpetuals, how they ruin a lot of Solana meme coins and so on by say just longing it and then shorting the life out of it basically and so on. So there are a lot of manipulations from exchanges, but I believe this was definitely an inside job. 91% of say the token went down $5.5 billion in an hour. It's just an extraction of money and so on. Just before the attack happened, one of the team members' wallets moved 3.9 million OM tokens. So I think this caused huge liquidations, huge sales. And yeah, basically I think it was a clinical execution. There was no circuit breakers done. It was just a quick sweat move. Obviously, yeah, they're blaming a lot of this on the OKX listed and OKX and so on. So, but yeah, the more research I do, I think it was an inside job. And obviously, the longer you're in crypto, you've seen this time and time again. Now, we've seen tokens stuff, maybe not to this magnitude, apart from, I say, Terra Luna. I remember that last cycle and so on. So I've been in this since the beginning of 2021. So I've seen a hell of a lot now. Say Trump tariffs. I got in. I mean, I was in the stock market in the COVID crash. I wasn't in crypto because I was still a bit hesitant in crypto. But I've seen many crashes, tribulations, say coins rug pull, and I've been involved in many rug pull tokens as well. And 9 times out of 10, they say, oh, we're migrating, we're doing this. It's the team extracting money out of the token and just riding off into the sunset. So I think most of you watching this will believe that it was all the team. Again, we've seen crypto is just, again, it's putting me more and more off crypto as time goes on to it. So even though I say I'm a massive crypto, I love finance, I love it all. It's just, there's so many cowboys out there, there's so many scammers out there. Everyone's out to get you basically. So you can't trust nothing, you can't trust no project. Just get in a play, once you double your money, pull your initials out and so on. Just stick to Bitcoin. So there's not many, I mean, this is why I like Bitcoin, this is why I like Casper, because they're proof of work tokens, they're not proof of stake. So there's no pre-allocated tokens to the insiders, because that's another thing. So you can't trust people. Once they have that sort of net worth, they're building up, all of a sudden your token hits $1 billion market cap, 2 billion, 5 billion, 10 million. At some point, they're going to say, if they own a large amount of supply, they're going to sell their shares and they're going to dump on you. They're going to pour an extreme amount of money. And again, once they sell, a large amount will be sold, and say it will probably set off a lot of, say, liquidations and a lot of, say, take profits and so on, which again just causes a cascade effect basically. So yeah, long and short, thanks for watching, guys. I believe it was rug pulled. I personally wouldn't trust them. You see, you might be able to make money on a swing trade. it was a good solid, what I thought solid RWA play. You have got Ondo out there. I am also invested in a small coin called Goldfinch, which is on Coinbase, which is another RWA token. Just so I like to have exposed to different tokens and so on. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.